I feel like I've had a permagrin because it was, well, first of all, I was...
for good reasons.
Oh, for total good reasons. This weekend we did a remote stream. So I had my niece join my kitchen via Zoom. Mm-hmm. And my niece Bethany was making a very ambitious menu. I give her total kudos. A very ambitious menu of elote, which is that Mexican street corn. We made homemade tortillas. We made black bean tacos with a slaw and mango salsa and a crema. I mean, it was quite the
It was
spread.
Ambitious.
It's ambitious, and it worked, which is the best thing of all.
And I ate it that day, and I ate it the next day.
I know. So it was a meal that kept on giving.
Yes.
So thank you again, Bethany, for joining us. And I just thought that was such a fun thing to try and do, to have another chef join me cooking via Zoom. And so I'm so glad that worked out. Yep. But hello out there. I hope you're having a good week so far. If you are here with us this evening, please make sure you say hello in the chat. We'd love to chat back. And I hope that you are ready to make a cocktail, because I'm very excited about the cocktail tonight.
Always ready for the cocktail.
Yes, it is a nice treat. I will say, before then, it wasn't like I had a special cocktail every week. So that's the one advantage to a cocktail stream, kind of make sure something's going on. But in any event, if you like this content, please make sure you like the video and also hit subscribe so that you can be aware of future content. And also please follow me on Twitter so that you're aware of the recipes coming up, the ingredients, and anything else that might be on its way. So today I'm making another margarita. So I'm feeling like there's a trend because a couple weeks ago we made orange margarita and an Italian margarita. That was like, was that our first cocktail stream? I think that was our first cocktail stream.
I think the Manhattan was.
Well, in any event.
It was one of the first.
Yeah. And then in May, we're making a, like, not even fancy, but like a premium wonderful margarita, Sandra's margaritas. And then we're also going to make a spicy one. So I feel like every month, should we just make margaritas and find other...
There's a tequila theme.
I think there's a tequila theme. I like tequila. I've learned that
You didn't used to like tequila, though.
I was scared of tequila. I feel like tequila was in all those bad stories that you'd hear about at college. I mean, I truly remember fearing tequila. I used to fear that I would see like those bottles have the worm on it. Like I would hear like the, what do they call that? Not folklore, urban legends about bottles of tequila with worms in them. So I was very wary. And I did like margaritas, like at Chi-Chi's, those kind of places, but they were really like, they were fake tasting and everything like that. So it wasn't really until, I think it was first Patron, which we'll be tasting in a blind taste test. Plus, that'll be the base for our margaritas in May for Cinco de Mayo week. And then when we found this tequila, Altos, like I just think it's so smooth. It's a silver tequila, which is going to be the base for our drink tonight. So smooth and delicious. Like it's really nice.
I think we said this earlier, but it's it's not a high-priced tequila. Yeah. It's a pretty much of a mid-priced tequila, but it was. Where did you find that? Because you're the one that heard about it.
Yeah, I think I did some research and I looked at quite a variety. But then the problem was also seeing ones that we could find at the stores near us. And at Wegmans, they had this, and I noticed that right away. So I honestly think it was the first one we tried when we were looking for a mid-range, better tequila, because we didn't want to do Patron all the time. I mean, we'd love to do that, but that's a little pricey. So we were looking for something a little more affordable, but still that gave a really great flavor. Right. So that's the base, but the spin is the blackberry, which is not what you see on menus a lot, not what you go to. And we kind of came to it by hit and miss and, trial, because we had this wonderful blackberry liqueur that our friend Rob gave us.
So it is a liqueur that was, it's made by Hudson Whiskey, and So I think when we moved here, they gave us that, and they gave us a thing of Hudson Rye, which was gone very quickly. But this is,
and there's a cocoa liqueur.
Yeah, and a cocoa liqueur, right?
Absolutely. So, we gotta do chocolate.
Yeah.
Gotta do chocolate.
So I think I'm not sure how to pronounce it, whether it's Tuffletown or
probably
Tuffletown.
I bet you it's Tuffletown.
Spirits. So it's based up in New York, and Hudson whiskey. Yeah. So which I didn't realize until I looked it up today.
So when we got it, we started looking for recipes. Well, rather I did, because I'm not a super big bourbon whiskey person. I mean, I can do some whiskeys, but definitely not bourbon. And so I was intrigued by the blackberry. So I started looking up recipes to try to figure out, like, what could we try this with and how could we make something? And we actually remember the first drink? I made this really great martini-ish kind of cocktail, and I cannot find that recipe to save my life. I've looked and looked. And, we kept it as a screensaver and then probably deleted it. And so it involved some fresh time. And I literally look up those ingredients. I can't find it. But in any event, then came across this Blackberry Margarita. And it is really nice. It's just a nice little, it's just a nice change to a typical margarita. And as you can see, the other ingredients you need for it. Now, we've not made it with the Cointreau yet, but we have Cointreau now. And we didn't have it when we first made the Blackberry Margarita. We had just triple sec, so it could be with triple sec. The recipe that I found called for Cointreau, so I'm really excited to try it with the Cointreau and see how that is. So basically, you have your silver tequila, Cointreau, blackberry liqueur, and then we didn't use real blackberries the last time, but we have a new market nearby us, and so I got some blackberries. Those are for the prettiness. So I'm actually going to pop 2 of them and just to kind of shake around, add a little blackberryness in there, and then two stems for garnish. So the recipe is quite simple, and I'm going to be doubling it since both Andy and I are going to have one. So for each serving, it's 1.5 ounce tequila, 1/2 ounce blackberry, 1/2 ounce Cointreau, 1/2 ounce lime juice, and that's the other ingredient we are going to need to balance all the flavors out. So
a measuring cup.
I know, so my plasticware, gotta love it. So I'm gonna start with the tequila. I'm gonna double it, so I'm gonna make it 3 ounces of tequila. Altos. And by the way, I think we turned down the music too low, because now I bet you it's not. You wanna turn that up a little bit? Thank you, sweetie. So we're trying to play a little mood music, and the last time it was very low, and then right before we went on stream, it seemed really loud, so we're trying it again. We're trying to find that that good happy middle, because we want you to enjoy the music too, because we're feeling kind of jazzy. So I put 3 ounces of tequila, and now I'm going to put double the single, which would be 1 ounce of Cointreau, because it usually would be 1/2. And then also another ounce of the blackberry, the special ingredient. And again, because if it was a single, it would just be 1/2 ounce.
That's new math for you there.
Yeah, I know. It's keeping me sharp here. Oh, look at that beautiful color, nice and dark. That's going to add awesome color to our drink, which I did see when I was looking at recipes. There's a lot of recipes that they use blackberry for around Halloween, because it makes that really cool color, which I thought was interesting. And then it's going to be 1/2 ounce for each one for lime juice, so 1 ounce total.
I didn't realize there was that much lime juice in there.
I know, you get a little wary of lime juice. You get a little worried it's going to be too much lime.
Too puckery.
Too puckery. But
I'm going to fill these up?
Yes, you can fill those up. And then we're going to shake away, and he's going to fill up the glasses. It's funny, I was wondering, without enough time today, I was thinking, I feel like with the flavors, something herbal like basil or mint would be really good. But I'm not sure with margaritas how traditional that is. So, and then we will show this color in just a second.
It's kind of a purpley.
It is purpley. We have a little extra, so let me put I'm gonna move this out of the way. I got it. Put these up front. You can see that pretty color. I hope it's coming through, and put a little garnish there.
A very simple drink to make.
Very simple.
We don't do anything that's really difficult.
Yeah, if it gets too fussy,
we don't have the patience.
It's hard to. So let's try this.
How about if I show it first?
Oh, good idea. Oh, and then I'm gonna actually.
You see it?
Yes, it looks great. And can you take a quick picture before we drink also? How about over on the liquor cabinet? So while he's taking a quick picture, because I want to make sure I post this. Absolutely.
Right?
This?
Yep.
Okay. While he takes a quick picture, I do want to mention that this coming weekend, I will not be doing a cooking stream because I'm going to be taking a nice little trip. So I will not, without my hubby, but so I will not be doing a cooking stream.
That's why it's a nice little
this, I don't know, this weekend. But we will be doing a stream next week on Tuesday. And you are and he's going to be bringing back the bourbon, so I'll get out a bottle of wine. He's going to be doing the old fashioned, right?
Yep.
The old fashioned. So that will be next Tuesday at 7:30. So again, this weekend we won't be doing a stream, but next week on Tuesday at 7:30 we will make sure and see you again with another cocktail. Is the picture not cooperating? You know, it's the streamer stuff. All right, so let's give this a try, especially with the Cointreau. Let's see.
Cheers.
Cheers. Ooh.
It's good.
Mm-hmm.
Very limey.
I knew you were going to say that. He's very lime averse. Very good though. It's very yummy.
It is good.
It's good. It's refreshing. And I think that's one of the things that stuck out with me with this. And by the way, not for nothing, but the traditional margarita is very limey because that's what's new.
I know.
But you could always add a little agave if you felt like that was too puckery. Like that can smooth it out. I like my margaritas a little puckery. But it's very refreshing. So even though it looks a little wintry with the color,
yep. It's
actually very refreshing for like a spring or summer drink.
Very easy to drink.
Yes. And I've got to say that I think one of the reasons I like tequila drinks is we've been talking so much about my coffee love.
You drink tequila in your coffee?
No, I don't drink my coffee, but I love coffee, and my first cup is vital to everyone surviving the morning, and so I can literally feel like the coffee coursing through my veins when I have that first cup of coffee, and I feel like tequila on the alcohol sense is like that. Like I can literally, like I feel like when I have a vodka drink, I have wine. I don't know. I feel like tequila just gets to business, which is kind of nice. I remember the first time that I remember that happening was when we were actually going to be moving out here to the city, and we were selling our house that the kids had grown up in, and we fixed ourselves a drink because at one point it was a little much. We were like, oh my goodness, like this, are we doing this? Are we crazily downsizing and moving to the city? And we fixed a drink that night because I was feeling a little bit like, oh my word. And immediately that tequila was like, we got this. You're going to be fine. And it was fine. So I hope you have a great week. I don't know where it is, how it is by you, but by us, was a beautiful day today. Almost summer-like. Tomorrow's supposed to be summer-like.
75.
And it's been a bit chilly. The spring has been a bit chilly for the past few weeks. So we hope you have a great week. Again, we won't see you this Saturday, but we will see you next Tuesday making the old-fashioned.
Yep.
And
one of my favorites.
And again, please like and please subscribe and have a wonderful week. Cheers to you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.